Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain Heer here to invite you, that was a lot of heres, here to invite you to a new telecall that I'll be doing coming up in early September called The Magic of Bodies. Now it's interesting because I wrote a book called Embodiment, the manual you should have been given when you were born. And there was so much information in that book, things like talking to your body, 10 things your body would tell you if you would only listen. And it's been a very long time since I've had sort of an awareness of a breakthrough in what was possible in a way that we can be with our bodies. So what's this teleseries about? Well, it's about actually getting in touch with your body, not as a thing where you're here and you're the thing that's trying to change it and your body's bad and your body's wrong and trying to change it from a place of judgment, but if you and your body actually got together as 50-50 equals in the creation process, what magic could you create together? Well, within the last few months in Access Consciousness, many things have changed with regard to our awareness of sort of how the entire universe functions, but also how the limitations in our bodies get created and how to unlock them. So the Magic of Bodies telecall is about bringing all of this awareness and all of this new information that's come out recently within the last 3 months in Access Consciousness, along with all of the information your body knows that it will contribute to all of us on the telecall, along with what your being knows and everybody else's, that will all be contributing on this telecall together to truly create the space where the magic of bodies can exist. Think about it for a moment. What would the magic of bodies be like? Well, there are all kinds of aspects to it that may be little pieces of what you have right now with your body or with your embodiment, you know, the world you live in and how you live it with your body. But what if it could be more direct, more succinct, and more there all the time? So for example, how often do you just feel relaxed in your body and happy in it and grateful for it? That alone, if you could just have that for the rest of your life, that would be an amazing part of what the magic of bodies could create and is actually possible. Well, the other thing that you can do when you have the magic of bodies is you can ask and receive. In other words, let's say you're in your 40s or 50s or something and you still feel like an 18-year-old on the inside, and yet when you look in the mirror you see this old person looking back at you, and so you got the wrinkles, you know, you got losing hair and your body's starting to sag and all these sorts of things, it's starting to get stiff in all these different places. Well, what if the magic of bodies is actually going beyond the need to age in the way that everybody else does, to actually start creating a generative embodiment? What if it's actually possible now? So some of what the magic of bodies could be is changing some of the things that you've taken for granted, some of the things that you've enforced upon your body, or some of the ways in which your body is creating itself that you don't really like but don't know how to change. See, our bodies are kind of magical. It's just nobody's ever informed us of this. So what are we going to do in this telecall series? Well, as I mentioned before, there are going to be a lot of us getting together from around the world exploring this topic together. But we're going to take the newest information in Access Consciousness, apply that to our awareness of these new segments where limitation has been created, as well as our new awareness of how to unlock them as they relate to bodies. I had a lady in a class I was facilitating last weekend. So this is just days ago, okay? And she got up and asked a question, something that she had asked similarly in classes in the past for the last several months or years. And something in the way that she said it, I got this awareness and I asked her, I said, is that yours? And she went, well, no. And then I went, wait a minute, is it your body's? And she went, yes, no, it's not my body's either. And making that distinction, she was able to shift this thing that had not been able to be shifted in her entire life. It was truly a groundbreaking moment. It made me realize that this idea of magic of bodies truly is on our doorstep. It's available to us in a way that's never been available before. And for me, that's when I start getting really excited, because it's like, yay, what else can we do? Because anything that you can do to increase your quality of life, Your quality of enjoyment of every moment is the gift that Access Consciousness is here for. And when you have it with your body, you start to have your best friend with you at all times. Imagine if your body were not just there with you as sort of this piece of meat you drag along and that ages and it hurts and it gets stiff and all this. What if that could start to melt away and change and you could have your best friend with you all the time, your body, and it would never go away? Can you imagine? Consider that perhaps one of the greatest gifts of exploring the magic of bodies that's actually possible. So, who's this telecall for? Well, pretty much anybody with a body. The prerequisites are bars, foundation, and access level 1. And why? Well, because I want to take a deeper dive than I'm able to if people haven't had those prerequisites. So if you haven't had them and you're interested in the telecall, you can do all of those classes online. So that's a possibility. But I want to take this deep dive and also this broad leap with a lot of us, because everybody's energy will contribute. So if you're somebody who sort of knows you would like to like your body, but you don't know how, this telecall is for you. If you're somebody that loves your body and wants to find a way to be even more in communion with it and love it even more, this telecall is for you. If you're somebody who would like to change something in your body, this telecall is for you. And if you're somebody who knows that embodiment can be something different and something greater than it's ever been, this telecall is definitely for you. So please consider the possibility of joining me. Early September, it's going to be a series of 6 calls and spaced a week or 2 apart depending on my travel schedule. And we are going to have a lot of fun together. Not only that, but our bodies are going to thank us immeasurably. So just ask right now, body, would you like to participate in this telecall? And if so, make it easy for this to happen. Might as well try it. Might as well start with this magic of bodies, right? So that's me. I look forward to joining you on the telecall and being with you live on the phone, where you can also ask your questions or send them in ahead of time. And let's get this party of the magic of body started. What if you, truly being you, in communion with your body and aware of the magic of your body, are the gift, the change, and the possibility this planet and this world require? I know you are. Thank you for being. I look forward to seeing you on the telecall. Bye.